How the heck are you there, internets? The old internets. I did not plan on doing a video today, but it was such a gorgeous day, and I had two wonderful spinners on me. I thought I'd come out, so I actually walked over here with the intention of doing a review, kind of first look to match the unboxing that I've recorded but haven't published yet because I want to add it to the beginning of the video for this guy. You know what that is? Yep. But I don't want to just do, I think with this one, the way I'm feeling about it, I can't just do a first look. I'm going to need just a little bit more time with this, and I don't have the other weights with me to kind of show you guys how it comes apart and goes back together. Suffice to say, she's smooth, she's lovely. What we are going to talk about is WooSah! WooSah! Let me tell you about this thing right here. This thing, let's just get out of the way. Friggin' sweet. Now, when I first saw these, I've seen them posting around, especially around the Daily Fidget. Let me plug that again right now. I'm not like an admin or moderator, so nobody gives me a bunch of crap for doing that, but you need to get yourself over to the Daily Fidget. If you're on Facebook, you need to be in the Daily Fidget if you like spinners. However, if you go over there and start some BS, that's not what we're about over there. It's a lovely, lovely community, so don't go in there and besmirch my good name coming in there and acting a fool. But we've seen a lot of these guys posted over there. I did not, honestly, really like the looks of these guys aesthetically right off the bat. I saw them, I was like, yeah, you know, they're nice. They seemed, you know, nice enough, but there was just something that didn't really draw me to them. A lot of them are also aluminum, and you guys know I like some weight. I also like that low-flying helicopter. Sure is lovely. You guys know I like some weight, so I ended up picking up, they do have a stainless steel Elite line, so they're over on Etsy. I'll put a link down below, but you guys got to check these guys out. On top of that, Chris Branch doing some amazing community work over there. He gives back a lot to the community. He's got a Kickstarter going as well. We'll link that down below, where you can get yourself a spinner. You can also get a second one at a discount to give to either a school or a 503c charity. Really good stuff that they're doing over there. But let's talk about this guy a little bit. So this is the Cosmo Elite. I think the Elites, it sounds like, maybe drop on Thursday nights. They don't sell out immediately. I think I picked this one up Friday afternoon, but did get the last one. But what is so sweet about this one? I said it's friggin' sweet, right? How many out there have bought a spinner or seen a lot of hype around a spinner, and maybe you didn't like the look of it and you get it in your hands and realize, yeah, it is quite amazing. That's exactly what's going on here. Now that I've got it in my hands, I can really appreciate this form factor. So it's got these big old chunky aluminum buttons and then this polished stainless steel body. These buttons, initially out of the box, I was like, wasn't really that impressed because they're aluminum and they do feel pretty light. And, you know, it's nothing against aluminum, it just kind of, they're not necessarily cheap per se, but just aluminum, right? It's very light. It just has a cheap feel to it. But after holding them a little bit, the size and the weight actually is perfect. It's got a, I believe this is a 608 style bearing. I should have checked the website. But it's a 7-ball, nothing too fancy. It is a larger bearing, so spin time is not what you get this guy for. If you want to ask me what the spin time is, I'm not even going to test it. That's not what this one's about. This is not a spin time spinner. If you want spin time out of this, you throw a Kong or a Neospin cord or some sort of 608 to R188 converter. So now that we've kind of looked at it a little bit, why is this thing so freaking sweet? This is the most fidgetable fidget spinner I have had the pleasure of holding. So absolutely 100% no hot spots on this guy, right? Everything's super nice and rounded. The top is completely flat and smooth, and initially I just didn't think there was kind of enough going on with these guys, right? It's just flat, you know, nothing super wild or exciting about the shape of this guy. But with it being flat like this, it just makes it so much easier to fidget with, on top of the fact that especially with this model, it just feels so good. Like, I know I'm getting fingerprints on it. I tried to clean it off before the video, but I knew it wasn't going to stay clean for long. But these, this form factor is great. So these buttons, they're actually pretty large, and they're pretty chunky. What that allows you to do, and it's actually one of my concerns with this guy, is look how close the buttons are to the arms. So if you're trying to hold it like this, your fingers bump into those arms a lot. So you really got to get this kind of like, I'm exaggerating here obviously a little bit, but this kind of a grip, which it kind of takes a second to get the hang of. This thing you can pick up without any hesitation, be able to spin this guy like a champion. You don't need any sort of like, it's not like a supercar, right? This is a supercar, right? This is your Ferrari, this is your Lamborghini, right? You got to get in it, you got to have somebody tell you where the buttons are, what everything does, what gears to use. Like, so you got to get your hands on this, you got to give this thing some test drives and kind of figure out how to spin it. This thing, you just spin it, you just get in it and you just beat the crap out of it. In the most gentle, not gentle, but you don't really beat the crap out of it. But with these buttons, right, I can actually get my finger down pretty low and still not hit that. I can get on it right in the middle of my finger, right in the middle of my thumb. This is actually one of my favorite grips, and I can't really do this with any other spinner, but I've got it resting on almost my second knuckle there, but I can really get good pulls with my finger when I hold it like this, as opposed to holding it out here. I don't know, I don't find it get as good of a flick, but even there, good flicks, good flicks, good flicks, good flicks, push flicks. It doesn't matter where you grab this, how you spin it. Now it makes a little bit of noise, and you're probably hearing that a lot louder than what it actually seems like. If it's pretty quiet out, yeah, this guy's not the quietest. In any sort of background noise at all, this thing pretty much almost all but disappears. So this is, you know, like a quiet classroom type fidgeter might not be the best, but any environment that's got a little bit of noise. I work in a noisy office and I can't hear this thing at all. Especially, you know, if you compare it to, again, we keep pulling this guy out just because I have him next to me, but this guy doesn't make any noise. That's part of the hype around this guy. We'll get into the hype on him probably in the next video. But I wanted to take a minute just to tell you guys that you need to get yourself some WooSah. You need to get over on that Kickstarter. You need to back that. These are just fantastic. Everybody that gets them falls in love with them. I haven't seen anybody fall in, not just thoroughly enjoy one of these that they purchase. In fact, there's a guy over in the Daily Fidget, I won't call him out specifically, but if you join that group, he's offering to buy any WooSah that you purchase if you don't like it for a small discount. He basically is telling you that if you really don't like it, you're gonna have to lose a little bit of money, but not much, like anywhere between $2 to $10, depending on the model that you pick up. So he's essentially just about giving you a more or less money back guarantee. He's so confident, and I am as well. So get yourself a WooSah. If you like to fidget, if you need something that you just get on and you do that, you need one of these. Left-handed, right-handed, it doesn't matter, right? These are fidget toys. So I am dubbing this the most fidgetable, is it a word? It is now. Most fidgetable fidget spinner. So get yourself over to WooSah on Etsy, pick yourself up one of these. Actually, well, get yourself over to Etsy anyway and support the guy. But get yourself into their Kickstarter and pick up one of these bad boys. And get yourself into the Daily Fidget and share. And then in honor of this, right, these are definitely a WooSah! Peace.